and welcome back to my channel, the CrossFit Nurse with me, the CrossFit Nurse. So, last week I was outraged by a post I saw on social media, following a few other posts that sort of got my eye, like, what is this? And then I saw it. An advertisement of something called Skinny Jab. Yeah, we'll go into the name later. However, I did a little bit more digging and I went on to Skinny Jab's page, to which I found a post aimed at nurses, and this is when it became personal. As a CrossFit nurse and as someone who is a nurse who advocates for health and fitness and overall well-being of yourself, I felt like it was my obligation to respond to this disgusting, disgraceful post. I'm back with my board, and I hope that you can see it. Which basically highlights the CrossFit Nurse versus Skinny Jab. And I did do a story which I highlighted on my social media page about this Skinny Jab and what it is and everything and my thoughts and feelings on it. So I thought I'd convert it into my YouTube so I could expand to more people, and hopefully it'll get shared and we can spread a good message of let's bring Skinny Jab down. Let's go. So this post that I saw sparked my interest because it highlighted that it was free for the first 100 NHS workers, this Skinny Jab. On the premise, and they aimed it at nurses apparently because, and quote from the post itself, Skinny Jab needs our nurses to be strong and healthy. Many of you are not. End quote. Sorry, what? So yes, there is a stigma that NHS professionals potentially have a very busy workload, / we're not maybe the best at, we put other people's health in front of our own. That's the only negative and the only thing that I can see that supports this statement that they made. If anything, I find it absolutely disgraceful that they've targeted nurses, and I would highlight that the reason that they've done this is because nurses are at the forefront of the media at the moment due to COVID. They're on the front lines and people are sort of using us as marketing and X, Y and Z for their brands, which is fine apart from this brand and other brands that exploit anything else. Because I would hope that as a profession, and I know that as a profession, we are able to understand what is right for our health and well-being. This basically really caught my eye and I really needed to speak out and say something. So we're going to go through basically what Skinny Jab is and what it's about and what type of social media marketing that they've used, and at the end of the day, does it have results? What are the results? And what I think about this and what can be done to stop brands like these ruining the health and well-being of many of the population. So, who was it founded by? I've done a little bit of research and I've seen that the founder is a mother of two. On the Skinny Jab website, she goes into her story, to which she talks a lot about her husband leaving her for another woman, which is obviously horrible and not very nice. However, she uses that as the fact that she wanted to lose weight and she founded this weight loss jab, and then she coined it as her own, etc. In her story alone, there's about 5 spelling mistakes, and I found it a bit of an uncomfortable read, if I'm honest. Anyway, so that's the founder, but she calls herself a weight loss expert. Yeah. Moving on. So, what is it? It is weekly or daily injections of a drug called liraglutide. And in essence, the injection is into your stomach, it's at home, and you get a review from an NHS clinician, or what I quoted as a one-to-one support network. You get a over-the-phone consultation to start with, which I've also looked into and also read reviews that they ask for a photo of some scales. You can say that you're a certain weight and they would take your word for it. I mean, I could probably send them a picture of a pair of scales that said I was an unhealthy weight, maybe like 100 kg, and they'd probably send me some as well. It's a 20-minute FaceTime consultation. So let's talk about what the jab does. So in an overall way, this liraglutide jab normalises your blood glucose levels by converting your fat stores from glycogen to glucose. And basically what that does is normalises your blood glucose levels so that your blood glucose levels are at a normal level. Therefore, your appetite is reduced and your want for food is reduced. Therefore, you're consuming less calories and equals you are going to drop some weight because you are reducing the amount of calories that you're taking in. Simple, right? So, yes, it provides us with weight loss. However, very short term. So the founder said that in 6 weeks she dropped over 4 stone or something like that. And the reviews that I'm reading, yes, people drop weight very quickly. Of course they do. I even read a review from someone that said that they ate 800 to 900 calories for 4 weeks and they dropped about 6 stone. Surprising that. Moving on. What is liraglutide? So, just trying to get my board in. Liraglutide is a drug which is produced by the pharmaceutical company Novo Nordisk. I know Novo Nordisk because I obviously work in a hospital, and Novo Nordisk actually produced a lot of the type 2 diabetic medication, and this skinny jab comes with a pen which you inject into your stomach just like you would insulin. So it was first known under the brand name of Victoza, and it was dealt in a 1.25 microgram, and this was done for type 2 diabetics to help them with their cravings for food, and it was also to help them obviously normalise their blood glucose levels. So that was Victoza. It was then in 2017 remanufactured and brought out as Saxendra, which is liraglutide. And that was in a 3 micrograms dose. So it was distributed as liraglutide to private weight loss clinics for weight loss management. I know it's confusing. Pharmaceuticals is confusing. So what you need to remember, Victoza was manufactured for type 2 diabetics, not weight loss, and Saxendra or liraglutide was manufactured for weight management, not type 2 diabetics. Okay, got it. So that brings us to the question, is it legal? Yes, it is legal. And NICE guidelines in 2009 indicated that the use of liraglutide is applicable and indicated if the person is above 30 on the BMI chart, which means that you're obese. Or if your BMI is 25 to 30, which means you're overweight and you have a weight-related condition such as sleep apnea, hypertension, or type 2 diabetes. The list goes on. So, on Skinny Jab's site, it does not say that you have to have a weight-related condition. It just says you need to be over 30 on your BMI or between 25 to 30 on your BMI as well. Nothing to do with your weight-related condition. That goes against NICE guidelines. However, in their defence, their founder has put out a statement saying that it's not illegal to prescribe an off-licence drug, which it isn't, at the discretion of the prescriber, which it is not. And they say that those who are 25 to 30 are at risk of developing this weight-related conditions as well. So that they're doing it as a sort of preventative measure. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So, this leads me on to my last little point on my board, which is pricing. The price of this Skinny Jab is expensive, to say the least. It costs in a range £250 to £400 per month, basically, and that's before having top-ups or extras, depending on your frequency or strength that you require, and that's for a course of 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm pretty sure that gym memberships and healthy eating costs a lot less, and is more sustainable. So what then brings me to is the short-term results. Yeah, we have short-term results. That's at the bottom. So we're getting short-term results and we're getting them quickly. Yeah, that's really great. What are the negatives of that? So we've dropped, say, 4 stone. So Karen has dropped 4 stone. And Karen thinks, £400 isn't that bad. It's about a quarter of my salary. It's okay, you know? But what happens to Karen's long-term health? Karen's long-term health is affected mentally, because mentally Karen now has a really bad relationship with food, doesn't she? She thinks, I can't eat more than 800 to 900 calories to be able to stay in this weight bracket without having my Skinny Jabs. Oh no, Skinny Jab says they'll provide you with a nutrition course to follow as well, alongside jabbing yourself. Your physical health. So you've dropped all this weight, but you've relied on the jabs for these weights. So maybe not, you've taken up some form of exercise alongside that, but you'll realise very quickly that off the jabs, it's going to take more food to sustain your daily output of expenditure and your energy going out, and that you've realised, I'm not sure how to even manage that, or I've not got enough energy to even sustain my physical well-being. And emotional. So you've been given a jab that you think is going to be the magic jab. Your summer body is in this jab. It's really not. And what you're doing is having a long-term negative effect on the whole way that you perceive losing weight, and also your relationship with food, which I cannot stress enough. You should not be replacing food with something called a Skinny Jab, and that's the bottom line. It's a short-term fix with long-term effects, negative effects, and there is no replacement. And I'm going to stress this now, like I stressed in my stories, there is no replacement for a healthy lifestyle with a healthy diet, and that is the only thing that can provide longevity in your lifestyle. You will have these short-term little, whether it's Skinny Jab or not, whether it's anything that pops up and says, you can lose X amount of weight in X amount of time, all it's going to cost is X amount of money. Woohoo! No. There is nothing that's going to cut your corners. The only thing that's going to provide you with long-term benefits and you will reap the rewards long-term is having a maintainable, healthy, balanced diet and moving and having a good lifestyle to go alongside that. And that is the only thing. So my big issue that Skinny Jab have obviously capitalised on nurses, and for me that's just unacceptable. We are an educated group of people who should be educating people to live a healthier lifestyle through your balanced diet, through moving and exercising in the right way, and through maintaining a good lifestyle. So Skinny Jab have also capitalised on using social media influencers and celebrities such as Gemma and Kerry Katona to put across their brand, which for me is actually really disappointing. Both of these celebrities and influencers have a audience and a following of plus 1 million, even 2 million between them. And that's crazy to think that that amount of people are being exposed to this absolutely ludicrous product that's potentially has more harm to your health than good. Both Gemma and Kerry Katona have put out that this jab has caused them to lose so much weight and it's caused them to have a healthier lifestyle. But really, when all the cameras are off and when they're laying in bed at night, are they really happy? Are they finding that they're going to be staying to this long term, that they're being true to themselves and their bodies and doing their bodies justice? I don't think so. And it is a shame that they have an audience of people who will be easy influenced and to buy these types of products. So I do urge you, if you have any type of platform on social media, as I do, to stand up and say that this is not appropriate and this is not a place and this is not a product that we want anywhere in the health and fitness industry at all. That is something that I feel really strongly about. The other thing that I just want to touch upon is the side effects of liraglutide that I've read can cause nausea, it can cause diarrhea, it can cause vomiting, it can cause obviously a lack of appetite. All of these things are the side effects of a synthetic drug. You don't want that in your system. You don't want to feel like you are having to medicate to be healthy. If anything, that's not right. You shouldn't be medicating to be healthy, and that is the one thing I want to put across. If you have to find your health through jabbing yourself with a insulin like diabetic pen, then I would really reevaluate your own relationship with what you think health is. Of course, as a nurse, I did approach Skinny Jab because I wanted to advocate for my profession and say that I felt that it was disgraceful that they use nurses in their post to advertise their brand and their product, and that I don't think that their product is acceptable to have on the market and to advertise in such a way. Obviously, Skinny Jab being able to answer to anyone that comes their way, and they're selling a product what they need to own and take ownership for, responded to me via no words. They just blocked me. And from a lot of my followers and from people that saw the sort of backlash, well, no backlash that I got from Skinny Jab, not even a response, and a lot of people who messaged them the same with their outrage and disgrace at their product got the same treatment from Skinny Jab, and that was just a blocking, and that was it. So they can't even answer for any of the criticism that comes their way, or they can't even answer for the fact that people are concerned that the product has long-term health implications to the people that they're selling it to, which I think is very irresponsible for a brand in itself and from its CEO and its owner. I have since signed a petition that's been going around social media, take Skinny Jab off social media. So I will put that link in the box below. And please, if you're watching this and you actually do take Skinny Jab, please feel free to comment on the box below or message me telling me what you find as a benefit from taking this Skinny Jab, because I actually really want to know. Because I will 100% be able to put you in contact with people who can actually facilitate a much better, healthier lifestyle than what you're doing to your body at the moment. And that's basically it, guys. That's my rant for the week. I thought that was a really important video to do because it did actually I felt it directly affected me. I feel like I am an advocate for a nursing profession. I call myself a CrossFit nurse, and I'm accountable to the fact that I'm an advocate for nursing, and I felt like I had to say something. So I hope you like this video. It's a little bit not like me, but I thought I'm really, really going to try and advocate for my profession and for the health and well-being of the general public to try and get this product out, because it's shit. And I hope you're all well. I will be doing a closing little COVID diaries for my next YouTube vlog, because I feel like it will be nice to round up this whole quarantine COVID experience, especially now we're getting into the stages where things are starting to reopen. The queues for Primark are amazing. Not to say that work has died down, it hasn't, but there we go, we are in better times than we were a couple of months ago. So that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video, because I want to get it out there to everyone. Skinny Jab, I have a problem with you. And thank you for watching the CrossFit Nurse.